So there we go. That is what I made out of the piece of angle iron. And you saw I just traced it out with a little silver Sharpie. Now the key is going to be to align this up with this without it, because if I put it over here it's going to interfere with the spring mechanism. So I kind of want it like right there. So let me put the wire in and see, you know, how far over it is. And if I'm lucky we can do this. There we go. Oh yeah, that's perfect. It's like it was meant to be. I think I might trim this down a little bit just so I can weld. I want to put a tack weld here and not a tack weld, but like an inch of stitch weld here and a little bit down there. So that's exactly what I'm going to do to save me a headache. I'm going to take it back to the grinder and just take, you know, that little bit right there off. So let me go do that. I'm not going to take you with me this time. You saw what I did, how I did that with the grinder there. And you know, most of these tools I got, they're all like stuff I picked up at like flea markets and stuff. They're pretty obtainable. That drill press cost me $100. They're like, I don't know, $300 or $400 new. That's an old Sears. It's pretty good. So let me go trim that down. We'll be back. Check it one more size for fitment. And then, you know what? I might trim this down too, now that I'm looking at this. That's exactly what I'm going to do. There we go. Perfect. Alright, that's what I'm going to do. Let me go do that, and then we'll size it up one more time, and then we'll start welding. Alright, there we go. I shaved down those little ears. That fits really nice. So now you can see I'm going to weld along there and weld along there. So that's it. Now I got to set up the welder and get to it. I got to clean these surfaces up here and throw some weld down, and I'm done with this. I got to do the same with the other side, which I don't have a part yet. I wanted to get one side done and then, you know, one at a time, whatever. That's not the right piece. This is the right piece. Alright, let me set up the welder and we'll get to it. That's our tack right there. Let's get the welding. Alright, now I gotta weld the lock open. So I've removed the spring and bent this piece over. I think it's gonna help me. It just fell off. Question is, did I weld it? Holy shit. Yeah, it appears that it's welded. Get it one more time just to be good. Just to make sure. Can't get any better than that. Okay. So there's our final finished piece. Nice and discreet, out of the way. It's you know, gonna do what I need it to do. So next up is this guy. Literally gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna weld a little bracket on this plate. Thinking I might have to narrow this down to fit where I'm going to install it. But first off, let's get this thing mounted on here. Let me go get this piece of angle iron. There we are. So question is, which way do I do it? Thinking like that. Yeah, and then I don't need it any higher than this. I'm going to take this down like this, and then that's where we're going to put our little guy, which I might round these. If I round these off, it's going to change the way this thing looks. I don't know, something like that. So let's get started with this. Literally going to do the same thing. I got to take I'm assuming that's the same thread. I didn't even check. I think they're all the same thread. Yeah, it is. Okay. So let's do that. I'm going to drill this hole and tap it quick, and then we'll take it to the grinder, grind all this down, and then weld it in. This should be pretty straightforward, quick, and you know, we'll get it working here. That's how you know you need a better vise. It's missing this jaw for some reason. I got it like this. Like I said, flea market stuff. There we go. I'm going to keep this out. I got to do the other side. I'm not doing it tonight. I'm just doing the passenger side for now. The way the truck's parked in the garage, it's so close to the wall I can't open the door. Alright, that's that. Now I'm going to cut this out with the high-speed death machine. So let me put my gloves on. Off to the grinder. All right, let's go inside and have a look at that. So there we go for that. And then all I've got to do is weld this to that. And that's it. Should be all right. So, not too sure I want to weld this with this on it. So I'm going to kind of mark this and hope it goes well. Let me get a Sharpie. Alright, I also kind of put a mark where center is in case I'm out there and I get confused, because that happens to me pretty easy. So let me get this all set up, see you on the welding bench or my service cart. Okay, either the camera just shut off by itself or I forgot to hit the record button. That sucks. Pretty much what I did out here, I just welded that onto that. I just put a big old weld on the front because of the pulling force, and yeah, that thing's that hot. So we're gonna let this sit here and cool off for a little bit. We'll see you inside. We'll start playing with it, getting it to work. So there we have it. I think these two little contraptions that I made, they'll put me in a good spot here. I want to kind of throw it together, you know, just to prove concept on the workbench. If it works, then we'll go install it in the truck. I don't know if this is long enough or short enough. I might have to cut it. Yeah, it's this is all that's sticking out. There's like a bunch of bends here that's making it really stiff. I want to cut this back a couple inches. Alright, there we go. I've cut this back about a good 3-4 inches. There we go. You can see where these bends are. So then this is going to go. My cat just woke up. Old Oliver. Alrighty. And then this is going to go in here. And this thing's got where you can actually like unthread it and move this in and out. It's in all the way, so I'm assuming, you know, it's in a good spot there. We're just going to put this through here. And I need to go get an Allen wrench for this, so excuse me for 1 minute. Okay, here we go. I don't really like this, how it's at this weird angle, because enough pulls it's just going to cut through, you know what I mean? I'm going to have to come up with something different. I don't like the way this is. Yeah, I don't really like that, but I'll have to make something. And the Allen wrench is stuck. There we go. Okay. Alright, I gotta put some electric on it and see if it actually works. So let's move to the other table where the battery is. Okay, so I'm on my workbench here. I got this hooked up to negative on the car battery. So other than me melting my wire here, seems to be working. That's getting really hot. Woo! Okay. Anyway, proof of concept. Let's put it in the truck, run some power to it, and see if it actually opens the door. So for the sake of me not burning my hands on a hot wire, I actually, whoa, lost you. I actually wired up the button that the kit came with. So we got off of the solenoid inside, the ground goes directly to this, and the positive gets broken up by this. Very crude, but this is the way we used to do it back in the day without the thing. But here we go. That's all it is. Let me set you down, we'll do it a couple more times. That's all there is to it. So let's take a peek in the door here. So I want to mount that down there somewhere, which like I said, I want to, where those holes are, I'm going to probably shave those down and make this thing fit a little better. Here we go. So you can see the wire runs up there. Let me go on the other side. There's my wire. So I can roll the window up and down. I might have to drill a hole and zip tie this over. I don't know yet. Should be okay. But that cable, the bar in there, that's going to get hooked up so you can open it from inside. The other one on the top's going to go away. That's for the lock. That won't be hooked up at all. But that's it. All I got to do is the body work. Actually weld this up, patch it, paint over it, blah blah blah. But as far as the door poppers involved, that's a done deal on this one. Wash, rinse, and repeat for the other side. So, hope somebody could learn something from this. That's about the simplest way I could figure out how to fix this without mounting that motor somewhere where it was physically pulling. I saw other people had mounted it like here. They just screwed it to this and then they ran the wire up and the wire was pulling at like an angle, and they were talking about having to get a thing, but then you were relying on these two bolts holding this, so if this ever comes loose, you know, then you're dealt with the door not being able to open, and that's never fun. So not saying this will never fail. You know, that little grub screw, the little Allen key that's in there, if that ever loosens up, that's why I don't like that. I think I'm going to come up with a little something a little different, but for today this is working. You know, I proved the concept here. But this is it. Hope you enjoyed this. I don't know how long this video is going to be. I want to try to just get this in one shot. It might be like a 20-minute video. I don't know. But I got to do the other door, and then next I got to do like the wiring of like the engine and everything. I'm going to put the remote control deal in so I can open this door with the key fob and show you guys all that fun stuff. So catch everyone on the next one.